I cannot make this up. I am turning the corner, and there's this guy at the end of the corner working out. Let me see if it'll pick him up. Oh, he was bending down right there, if you've seen him. But he was still going like this. Oh, hey, anything that works. Anywho, I am on my way to the drugstore to the pharmacy, because my son went to go pick up one of his medications, and he used to have insurance through my husband. Well, he doesn't have it anymore. So now he has his own insurance, and he goes to pick it up yesterday, and they said that it's saying he has two different insurances. So the one insurance that he does have won't pay for it because it's showing he has another insurance. And they told him that he explained, what's going on. And they told him, well, he has to call the old insurance and get them to, take it off. So anyway, my son proceeds to say, well, then I'll just pay cash. How much is it? Because it's not that much. It's like $30 or under. The insurance can always reimburse them. And they're like, oh, well, the insurance won't release it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because if you say you're going to pay for cash, because it's not a narcotic or anything like that, it's like, it's a thyroid medicine, so it's not, so I'm like, what? Let me go down here and see what's going on. Now he's working, so I did call the old insurance and explain, and they said that my son, because he's over 18, has to call, and then they'll take it off. And I'm like, now I was getting ready to call back and do a deeper voice and pretend like I'm him, because all I have to do is say, hi, I'm so and so, and I want to get the and explain. But it's like, whatever. So I'm at the pharmacy now, and he gave me the cash, and I want to see if I can pick it up and see what's going on. That way he has it, because you need your thyroid medicine. Because if you don't take your thyroid medicine, it just it messes up your hormones, everything. So he definitely needs that. All right, so let me go in here real quick and see what's going on, and I'll be back. Would you look at this line? I can't make this up. So I'm gonna be here for a while, so let's see how long. All right, I was literally in there for like 35 minutes. I'm not kidding. So I got everything straightened out. What happened was, because I told her, I was like, well, I explained, but they're saying he had 3 insurances. I'm like, no, he only had one other one. Anyway, I explained what happened. And I was like, well, I want to just pay cash, because she said, all he has to do is call and say, take him off, whatever the case may be. And she goes, well, did he state he was paying cash? She said, yeah, they said that the insurance wasn't releasing the medication. And she says that you see how long the line was? She said that there's a lot of new employees, that they're still hiring for employees and for pharmacists. And they probably didn't know. So she said that anytime you're paying cash, because it's not a narcotic or anything, they should let it go. So they gave me a discount, since I'm paying for cash, and it was $10.18. I'm like, okay, I could do that. And then I called in for my cholesterol medicine. I'm like, well, how much will that be? And then they gave me a discount, and that's only $18 even with the discount. I'm like, okay, that's all that I have to do. I'm going to go to the trails, and then after the trails, the only thing I have to do is go to Wawa and get, of course, Double Dutch chocolate milk. Because the other day I picked up 4. One was a strawberry milk, and then 3, and that he goes through 2 a day. My son Tyler, 1 in the morning when he gets up, and then 1 at night before he goes to bed. I swear it's like a little kid. And they add up, because it's $1.69 for one. So let's just say $2. If you're spending $4 a day times 30, that adds up. He pays for it. He gives me the money back. So usually when I do the trails, I have Nala with me. And you know what? I need to stop at the post office since I'm right here. Let me do that. But anyway, I usually have Nala with me when I go walking, because the trails that I go to is it's like 520 acres, and there's bears, coyotes, But I've never seen it. The only thing I've ever seen was deer. And then people with their own dogs and stuff. But like, yeah, deers, you know, squirrels, you know, all that stuff. But I like taking Nala with me, you know, just to have Nala with me. You know, because you just never know what can happen. They see a single female, you know. But I'm thinking about going live. And so, because Nala is still... Okay, so let me, just in case you're new. I know. You guys are like, oh, here we go again. Because you know my stories. So, I never socialized Nala. If you don't know, Nala is my 7-year-old blue-nosed pit. And so she was very aggressive around people and stuff. And so I wanted to start socializing her. So I start taking her for walks. And oh my goodness, if somebody came close to me, it was terrible. You guys know that's been with me for a while. I used to have to take her on the side, put her in between my legs, and like hold her. And I had a, what do you call that? A choker, like I had to, you know. Now she's a lot better. You can walk past her and all that stuff. If there's another dog, she can get a little aggressive, but I can have control of her. But if you're like running towards me and get too close, or if there was a guy, like, she's, I mean, you know. And the issue that I have is because I do have carpal tunnel on both wrists, but especially my left, and I'm left-handed, I'm scared just in case she goes after, let's say, a deer or something like that. I don't know. You know, what if, like, she pulls me and, you know, I let go. But she's doing really, really well. But now you can take her out without a choker. Like, she's doing so good. It took, what, a year and a half? But she's doing amazing. And so, like I said, I usually take her with me. But I just get to the point, Ann. If I'm going to do a live stream and, you know, I'm paying attention to the chat, I don't want, if, say, something happens and she runs, or you know what I mean. So I didn't want to take her just in case, but hopefully I can go live, because where I'm at, I don't know if I'm going to get reception or anything like that. So if not, then we'll just do a pre-filmed video, you know. But all right, let me go in here real quick because it's going on 3 o'clock. It's getting late, so I'll be back. All right, well, that was easy. I've got a couple packages I'm holding. You know what I was thinking? Because it's only like 3-something, I still have not got my police report handled. You know, from the accident when my car was parked and somebody was drunk driving a motorized scooter, and I don't even know what happened, but they fell over my car, almost $5,000 worth of damage, and my deductible was $500. And so I've been trying to get the police report to show that my car was parked in front of my house so that I can get my $500 reimbursed. But I'll explain. Let me go ahead and get in the car and let me explain to you. And then we're going to head to the police station. All right. So, like I was saying before, I just need proof that, like, what I'm saying to the car insurance is true. And this happened, what, October 4th or something like that? Like, it's already, like, what is today, November 15th or something? It's like the middle of the November. And it's like, I want my, I just want my deductible, my $500 back, because it wasn't my fault. My car was parked. I mean, I had to pay close to $300 for my rental car. Now, to get that back, I have to go against the girl. Now, I do have a female's number, but I know she don't have it, you know. But I want that $500 back, you know. And you know, the last time I went there, they're like, okay, well, we'll have the sergeant come, because what's happening is when she hit my car, you know, like I said before, my oldest son, Tyler, it was on a weekend, a Saturday. Tyler was home. I think it was a Saturday. Anyway, whatever. Tyler was home, and he went down chasing her. She got back on the scooter because she was drunk. She didn't feel nothing, and got her. And then one of the people that lived in the house over there was the one who called the cops, because when he, like, grabbed her to stop her, I mean, he didn't pull her off the bike or nothing. They thought that people thought it was domestic. You know, thought that my son was, like, you know, handling a female. Anyway, she, like, gave in and stopped. and stopped, you know, and then when the cops came. But what they did, they put on the police report, the people that phoned the cops, they put that address down, which is like 20 some houses away, like addresses away from our house. So it doesn't even show that the car was parked in front of my house. It shows it was parked way up the street. And then it shows that my son, Tyler, was the victim. And it's you know, my car, you know, so it's like, no. And then they got her for criminal mischief. So it looks like she put criminal mischief on my son. It had nothing to do, it didn't even put the car, that she hit the car or anything. I don't care if, let's keep it real. I don't care if the cop didn't put down she had a DUI or DWI, whatever the case may be, right? Because like I said, I'm not going to take her to court. I mean, I know she was drunk, but she was driving on the sidewalk. You know, it wasn't like she was driving in the street or whatever. It was on the sidewalk. And I've already said this, the town that I live in, they have no courts. There's a big lawsuit going on. So it's like you have to go to the next town over, which is Vineland, New Jersey. Even if you sign a complaint here in Millville, you have to go to Vineland to go to court. So they're not doing so I know it would take a while, right? So it's like, it doesn't make sense. But I right now they're holding me at fault. So that means my car insurance is going up. I'm not getting that $500 back. Now, all I need is proof, the girl's name, that my car was parked in front of the house, and that she ran into my car while it was parked. I'm at the point, I don't even care if you give a fictitious name. Like, just put it, and then my car insurance will put me at no fault, and my insurance won't go up, and they will give me back my $500. That's all that I want. How hard is that? And it's like, how can they don't even have anything about the car? So that's what's pissing me off right now. So now we're going to go in and I'm going to record it like I normally do and see, because like I said, the last time I went in, it still had the same thing. They said the sergeant was going to call me. He never did. So now I'm going to have to get a little shitty, you know, because it's like pissing me off. But, you know, the person is just a worker. She's the secretary. So I really can't take it out on her. But it's really pissing me off bad. So I'm going to have to ask to speak to somebody. I don't know. But anyway, let's go in here and take care of this. It's 3:11. They closed at 4, and I still want to go walking. And even though it's still light, it doesn't start getting dark till about 6, 7, but it starts to get cold. So I want to do some type of walking before I go home. All right, let's go in here and see what's going on.
What was messed up with the report last time?
They had my son down as a victim. What happened was my car was parked in front of the house, and somebody was drinking on a motorized scooter, crashed into my car, did almost $5,000 worth of damage. So what I needed was the police report. It was all that came out.
Yes.
So when I picked up the police report, because my son was the one who chased the girl down because she got back on the scooter and ran, they have him down as the victim and criminal mischief and nothing about my car. And every time I come in, the last time I came in, the young lady said the sergeant was going to call me. Nobody's called me.
Which lady yet?
I just need something to show that it was, even the address was wrong. I think the police report said my address is, because that's where the person called at. So I need just something shown that my car was parked in front of my house and that it was parked. You see what I mean? There's even nothing about the car on there. I came in last month and spoke to the officer, and he said he was going to fix it.
That insurance is more for you, for your part of it. We just need it. There are a few things that are missing.
But I need that it was parked in front of my house. They have the wrong address.
It doesn't matter about the house
Oh, okay.
part of it. It's just that it's your vehicle.
Right.
So they need to have your name identifying you as the registered owner. They need to have your vehicle in the property section identifying the vehicle. Otherwise, you taking that report to your insurance, it ain't gonna be anything.
Well, that's what I mean. It looks so. Right now, I'm held at fault.
All right. What's a phone number for you? So they're working tonight at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna call one of them and disturb them right now. And I'm going to leave them a nice little email, and that's going to be taken care of tonight. We forward to Internal Affairs.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait, and since whenever that date was, for them, especially if you already spoke to them.
I came in a few times. She could tell you.
I'm not doubting it. I'm just not down, but it's, you know, he's a younger guy. He's probably getting busy and forgetting, but that's the benefit of this is where they need to make sure they're doing their job.
Right.
Okay? So I'm going to call the surgeon, prepare him now, and I'm going to email him to take care of it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
If you want to call before you come, you can just say save you the trip. You can call and speak to one of these ladies here.
Okay, I don't know a number. Is there a card?
What is it? 7? This way it saves you the trip. And I'm normally here too, so there's any question I can approve if the report's done.
Okay.
Alright, so this is 7 right? It's I'll give you the case number so we don't always have
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you so
They call
much.
first, but
Thank you.
tonight, they work what's today? Wednesday, they work tonight, tomorrow night. So there's no excuse why they can't have it done sooner or later.
All right, I'm gonna put this right here.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You as well. Well, get on the elevator. I hate elevators. One thing you guys need to know about me, I am petrified of elevators. I have a fear that it's just gonna drop and I'm gonna fall to my death. So I hold on here for dear life like this. I'm the one that's way in the back. Like if there's a whole bunch of people, I'm way in the back like this. Like don't talk to me, nothing. All right, I don't know until I edit because, you know, some personal information, like my phone number and all that type of stuff has to, you know, I have to edit out. But basically, the officer and stuff is working tonight at 7, which I came in that one time. Remember, they told me he worked at 7. I came in at 7:30, and that's when he said he was going to fix it. So now this other young lady, the police officer, said that, you know, if they don't get it fixed, she's going to take it to Eternal Affairs. All right. And I was nice because she was being nice, you know, and it's like, when she looked at the date, like this was October 4th and it's like November, like especially that I came in a few times and the secretary that I spoke to a few times was there. So that's why I said, she can tell you I've been in here a few times. And then they gave me a number and said, well, you can always call before you come in. But I'm like, no, I want to come in that way I could talk to somebody because they could put you on hold or give you the runaround and then, you know, not help you. But I'm glad that you guys heard. You see, hopefully now this officer will get it. She said that she'll be here tonight. And listen, my cousin, I always say my little cousin, but he's in his 20s, and he's a police officer for this city, this town. And I never throw in and say, my cousin so and so is a cop here. And I haven't even called my cousin to say, this is happening, because I don't want to get him involved, you know. Oh, I got to put hand sanitizer, because we don't know when the last time they cleaned that police department or courtroom or anything, or courthouse up. So, you know, because if it gets to it where I don't get it fixed, I will get a hold of my cousin. Because I could have been to her and said, well, you know, my cousin's so-and-so, but I don't do that. I never do that. You know, I don't want him involved. So hopefully, like I said, yeah, it's 3:21. Hopefully, they'll get it fixed because it's really starting to piss me off. Now, I recorded it, and every time I went, I recorded it. When I spoke to the one officer, at 7:30, he's like, oh, yeah, we'll fix it. We'll get it. Come back in a week. Do you guys remember? I never showed the recording or let you listen to it, but I have it for my own records. Then they said, well, come back in a week. Remember, I came back in a week. They didn't have it done. Then the lady says, well, we'll have the sergeant call you in the morning. Nobody called me. And it's like, you know what? So it's like, come on now. I just want, like I said, I just want my $500 back. I don't care. And the main thing is I don't want my insurance to go up and get points on my insurance, and my insurance goes up for an accident that wasn't my fault. Because what if, like, I wanted to switch insurances or something like that, car insurance? I'm just saying. Well, it's going to show there was an accident on me that I was at fault, and my insurance is going to be sky high, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I need to get this fixed. I don't know. That's the main thing, okay? Then I want my $500 back, you know? Oh, I'm so aggravated. But hopefully it'll get fixed. It's almost 3:30. The people come at 7. See, I know how I am. Years ago, I would have been back here at 7 o'clock. But when you have attitudes, it only hurts you because they can take their time or do whatever they want, you know. But I was surprised when the young lady said, the officer said, did I get her name? I forgot. Oh, yeah, you have her name. When she said she's going to put it, if they don't fix it, she's going to put it to eternal affairs. Yeah, because it needs to get done for my insurance. And she looked at it, and I think what happened was she looked at it and seen there was criminal mischief. See, you guys know I don't lie, you know? And it has nothing about my car. It just looked like she committed criminal mischief against my son. So what am I going to... Now, she says it doesn't matter where your car is parked. I still wanted to say it was parked in front of my house, okay? Because that's what I told the car insurance. I don't want them thinking I'm lying. But, like she said, you know, you need it for your car insurance. She was like pissed like it happened to her. See, I like that. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it because you guys know how I am. I'll just keep repeating myself 100 times. So we are on our way to the trail, and I'm going to see if I can go live. If not, I'll do a little walk and talk, and I still might go live like in the car. I mean, you guys will know before me because the live stream will already be up before this vlog goes up. You know? All right, I'm going to listen to some music and get some musa. And I'll come back when we're at the trails. I'll be back. Ooh, it's my song. This is my jam. Naughty by Nature is from Jersey. Alright, so let me get my stuff together and we'll do a little like walk and talk, hopefully. I'm gonna go live really, really quickly, and then I don't know what I should do. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, I'll be back. Well, I am so upset. I just tried to go live. And I was about a 5-minute walk, and then you guys were saying it was so blurry. And I'm like, dang. So then I'm like speed walking to the car. I was like, I'll just talk to you guys in the car, you know. Then it kept like, I kept having reconnection issues. So I just got off of there. When I get home, I'll probably delete the live. But it's so sad because I'm like, you know, I want to take you guys with me to so you guys can like see the trails and walk with me. But what I'm gonna have to do then is take you guys to the park with me, because I know there we do have service. So that sucks, and I don't have Nala with me, so I'm not gonna go too far out, but I do want to take you. You know what's funny, now that I'm out in like the sun, well, it's not sunlight, it's like 4 o'clock or something like that. So this is my, well, this is a hair piece, but this is my, well, I can't even say natural color hair because I dye my hair, but this is how dark my hair is in person. You get to see like how I really look without all that, what do you call that, ring light and everything. So that's all right. Do I have my knife on me? I have my essential in my bag. And then I always keep pepper spray, which I need to get bear spray. That's what I need to do. I'll turn you around in a second so you can see. How you doing? But, so, oh, that sucks. Well, now I know next time I come to walking, I could take Nala with me. Because I didn't take Nala with me because I was scared, like, paying attention to the chat, and then... like, what if, you know, she sees something, like you always hear like the squirrels up the tree or a deer, and like takes off or something, and I'm not paying attention, or I don't know. So, but that's all right. I don't even know what to talk about, to be honest with you, because I had all intentions of going live and talking to you guys. I'm so upset. All right, let me turn you around and show you, just in case if you don't know what the trails are. Hold on. So, this is the trails. And then usually, so this is the blue trail. They have about 5 or 6 different trails. They have the blue, a white, a yellow, orange. Now, I typically go in the blue or the orange. I'm going to show you how you can tell what trail you're on. Do you see how, like, this tree is marked blue? So that's how you can tell. But anyway, this is what it looks like so far. It's just like straight. Now, last year when I found this trail, these nature, I don't know what you call it, nature preserve trails or something. I went on this red trail. I thought, oh, I haven't seen the red trail. And it was me and Nala. And this was like right when, like, I had my heart attack a few months prior. So I wasn't in shape anyway, but really, I really wasn't in shape. And you would go up these steep hills, down, up and down, up and down. Where like Nala, I'm like, Nala, run. And when I say that, she knows to help me up, you know? And then we got bit by all these horse flies because it was the summertime, okay? And I didn't have any of those, the deep wood spray, because usually on these trails, you don't really get bit. Me and Nala came home and we took like an hour nap. Oh my goodness. And like never again will I go on that red trail. But I haven't found the white trail or the yellow trail yet, so I don't know where that's at. All right, let me show you something real quick. So now, this is where me and Nala usually go. Now, this is the orange trail. So do you see, like, I'll zoom in here. So that's the picnic table we usually go, right there. But I'm going to keep going straight and stay on the blue trail. And Nala knows, so once we get usually to that picnic table, that's when like I have her water, because I have a water bowl. I don't know what you can see here, but I have her water you know, water bowl that closes and opens, and I give her water and all that kind of stuff. And it's so funny because she knows right there that's what we do. And that's what I was going to do if I had the live stream. I was going to go there, put you on the tripod. But we're going to go straight. If we go straight, that's where the mansion is that burnt down, which I show you every time that I come, because I'm tickled pink. Because the first few times I ever went on these trails, I found the mansion, and I also found an abandoned boat that came from World War II, I want to say. But when we looked up the serial number, it was from the 1940s. So that's World War II. And anywho, and it was fascinating, but I can't find it again. But I was so excited to find the mansion. So like every time I come now, I always show you guys the mansion. I love history. And you know, when I was in school, I hated history. Oh, that was like my worst subject. But now that I'm older, I love science and I love history. I just like historical buildings and different things. Let me show you this. Here's another one that you can go down the orange trail. Now, you see I'm still staying on the blue, and then this tells you like parking. Now you see how this is like thin? So this, you can either walk, but it's also for bikers as well. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. If I just don't want to go too far out because I don't have Nala with me, just in case there's a coyote or something like that, you know? All right, so right here is the mansion, which I show you guys all the time. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this. So this mansion is called the Wheaton Mansion. And, oh, somebody put on the floor, on the ground. It says, I love soup. But anyway, that's what it looks like right now. I mean, most of it's burnt down. I know it says area closed, keep out, but of course we're going to go through there and look at it. But let me tell you a little history about it. I'll leave a link in the description box. Check it out. So this was built in the 1700s, I want to say, or 1800s. I don't remember offhand. And in the 1900s, I think the 1980s, it caught fire and it burnt down and stuff. And this is all that's up. But when we had the war, so where I live in Millville, there is an airport. And, you know, you have a lot of people that post, that keep posts and all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, when they were off duty or whatever, they would come here and get their hot meals and different things. So it's a historical place. Okay. I'm going to turn you around. We have all these trees. They have these things here. They're for the squirrels and stuff. I don't know what it is. I guess it's some type of fruit or something. But I have a tree like that in my backyard. And in the wintertime, you see all of that. I don't know what it is. I don't think humans can eat it. I don't know. But anyhow. So this would be here. You'd walk up, and that's what it looked like, and that's what's up. That's it. Everything else is burnt down. I guess that would have been the basement. And then this is it. You can see there's a fireplace there. I've showed this before. Goes all the way up. There's another fireplace. But, yeah. This is when they made nice brick and stuff, where it was hard to burn down and stuff. Now, see, I wouldn't come out here at nighttime. I'd be scared to death there's ghosts or something. You know? Okay. See, I'm still flexible. Okay. Anyway. I don't know where to go. So I'm just going to continue on the Blue Trail, because I know that area a little bit. Like I said, I feel funny not having Nala and being by myself here. And it's getting dark. So they close at 7 o'clock. So you got to make sure you don't get lost, because they close the gate up. You can't, I mean, you can't get out. You know, you're stuck here. And I've said this before, I would be scared to death to be stranded here at nighttime. Even if I had 10 dogs with me. All right, let me show you what I see. That's what I look at. This is the scenery. Isn't it just absolutely beautiful? I know most of the trees are like tore down, because in Jersey we get a lot of hurricanes and storms. So a lot of the trees are dead. But I mean, it's still beautiful. I think it's the nature. It's just so pretty. And you see, this is like sand underneath here. So. I think I see a deer. But I never know if it's a coyote. That's what scares me. Because I read. See, this is why I shouldn't read. They say there's bears, coyotes. Now, I've been here a few times, but I've never seen any come close. But I still get scared, because that's why I can't read stuff, because I overthink, you know. All right, I'm just gonna go up here a little ways and then just turn back around. I got my walking in for a day. I don't have to cook dinner tonight, because I made a whole bunch of fried chicken yesterday. I'll put pictures up here. I made rice and beans, all homemade. And my vegetables, I just made mixed vegetables. And with my any type of vegetable, what I do is I don't really season it. So they were frozen. So then I just put butter. You know, I don't add water to the pot. I put butter. But that's it. And then I let the kids season it, because I'm trying to do really good for me, you know. But, all right. So I show this every time I come here. But just in case you're new, let me show you. So you have this here. And I've always said I don't know what this is. Now, usually, can you hear the birds? This had a whole bunch of stones on it, but somebody took that off, so that's good. Are we zoomed in? No. But, so you would stand here, and maybe this was a school or church or what have you. Because, you know, this is right here where, I have no idea what this would be. But look how pretty the scenery is. So you have, so down right here is a boat thingy, a dock. And then if you look up the history, like I said, I'll leave everything down below. Through the war, you know, that's where they would transport food and different things. But there's a bench right there. But there's also a picnic table right here, which I think is beautiful. So you can go down here as well. And you could just sit here with your kids if you have no campfires, but we're still on the Blue Trail. But look at this. Look at the scenery. I mean, how beautiful. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Let's zoom you in. So there's the boat dock. And then just look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. Okay, so this one says where you can't ride your bike. There's certain trails where you can. And then here you would just go straight. Really, really nice. And this is what I tell you, like, when I was going to say when I used to suffer from depression. Hello, I still suffer from depression. But I would just sit in the house. You know, and what does that do for me? I could tell you, it makes me more depressed. I feel sorry for myself. When nature gives you all of this to walk, and where I live in Jersey, it's free. You do not have to pay. Now, how they survive here is donations. It's a nonprofit and stuff like that. But you don't have to pay to get in here, and you can just walk. And, you know, all that's, it's just nice. And explore, and you can find like a whole bunch of things. Like I said, when I found that abandoned boat and stuff, it's just really, really beautiful. And for me, I can speak for me, I used to take nature for granted. But I mean, look, let me turn you around. I mean, just look how beautiful this is. Next time I come, like I said, I'll definitely bring Nala, because we're going to go in deep, and I will show you. Now, see, okay, this is where I like to have Nala, because Nala helps me down. It doesn't look as steep on camera, but she would help me, or help me go up, vice versa. So let me get down here. You know what's so funny? I have I call it my play shoes on, and they're so dirty. And I actually wanted to write it looking like that. And then you go down, then it goes up like that. But, yeah, it's nice to have her with me. I'll say, slow down, like, because she'll go fast down the steps. And I'm like, slow down, and then she'll slow down. And then going up, I'm like, run. And she knows not to run, but she knows what I mean. Like, she goes enough to, like, help me. Because I'm, what, like 150, close to 160. So she'll help pull me up, you know. Let's see. But anyway, like I was saying, and I noticed that. So if you suffer from depression and you just sit there, now listen, I say this all the time. Oh my God, look how steep this is. Hold on. You see that? I'm telling you, the camera does no justice. That I need Nala, but let's see if I can get up. I'm gonna. Oh, Lord. And it's sand, so that don't help. Whew. Okay. So let me go down. Just, you know, I'm going to turn around. And I don't want to go deep in because I'm talking. And I don't want to get lost. And I don't want to get locked in here. Now, a lot of us have health issues we can't get out, right? Some people have lung issues, COPD. That you just can't walk long distance. If you have asthma, mental illness, some people, they just can't leave the house or what have you. Anxiety, anything, you know? And I understand that. But if you are capable of just getting out, I even say, if you just sit on your porch. But if you're capable of getting out, and even if you just walk 5 minutes or just sit outside, you will feel so much better. Okay, so these are the steps that I just walked down. So let me turn you around and show you. This is where I would say, Nala, run. Hold on. You see? It's steeper, like I say, in person than what it looks. Okay, let me go around here instead of the steps. I think that's easier. Maybe, who knows? I do like this stuff from the trees. You can use that to help walk up. Oh no, I need the steps. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the picnic table and set you guys up and get some water. But I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have had the space years ago, because it really would have helped me out. And I mean, I had Nala for 7 years. I could have been doing this 7 years. You know? I know some people are nervous. They don't especially like walking by themselves. But get some bear spray, pepper spray. If a taser is legal in your state, it's illegal here in Jersey. Get a knife. Whatever you feel to be protected. And just get out and walk if you're capable of it. You know? Right here at the picnic table. Let me get you set up, set this tripod up. Oh, look at that bird. I don't know if I can get it. Hold on. Can you see it in the tree? Oh, it flew. It's still there, but I don't know if you can see it because it blends in with the tree. Damn you, bird. All right, let me set you up. Hold on. See, I got my water here. So this is what I was talking about with the dog. See, what do you call that? I forget. You can put water, food, what have you. Like that. I always keep like a Pop-Tart, granola bar, anything like that, because you just never know. I am diabetic in case my sugar drops. Cheers. I wish you can hear, maybe you can, I won't know till editing, the birds. I can hear the hawks and stuff. But yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful. But I know I'm repeating myself. I would be scared to be stuck here at night. I mean, I guess if I had to, but like I would never go pick, like, well, maybe if I had a couple people with me, I might like camp out. I don't know. But Lexi wants to see. Lexi enjoys stuff like that. Lexi's like, Mommy, let's go to the like abandoned houses and all that stuff like at night. And I'm like, well, if you come with me, but she likes that type of stuff. She has no fear. She laughs. Like me, I'm like, you know. All right, what's on here? Oh, look at the little pine cone. Let me get a little more of the water. This is my tie-dye hoodie. I love tie-dye. I plan on having this on in my merch. Not this exactly. In my merch, like tie-dye stuff. But yeah, see, that's all I have on, and some pants and my, ooh, can I go that high? My play shoes. Ooh. I do have a shirt underneath. And I'm warm because it's like 55. It's not too cold out today. Okay, so now let me get my ass home. My heat is still working. I am so excited. I cannot believe I fixed my own heat. You know, like I told you, my soon-to-be ex, so he had called somebody over to get like an estimate because we do need to convert because we have oil heat. Oil is so expensive. And then if you run out, you know, it's good to have like gas heat or something so it never runs out. You don't have to worry about. And then if it runs out on you, if you don't pay attention, you have to bleed it. And they charge $150 to bleed it. I mean, you could do it yourself if you know what you're doing, but. Oh Lord, do I go left or right? How do I get out of here? I think I go left. Nope, I go right. I'm looking, there's the dock right there. I have no sense of direction. If you're new here, hello, my name is Ann and I have no sense of direction. Anywho, and then like we were all, it was going to be all combined to get a tankless, I think I'm saying that right, water heater, where like the hot water never runs out. I forget. Oh, and then for another $4,000, since they had to like do the ducts and different things, for central air. So it came to like $24,000. Now I could finance it and pay monthly, but at that time I'm like, well, I don't have the money and I can't afford to pay an extra bill because like now you guys know he didn't help me. So he wanted me and the kids to fork that out. And it was like, I was struggling just to keep the bills at bay. Like my accounts were overdrawn. I had 2 banking accounts and both of them were always overdrawn. So it's like, I can't afford an extra bill. And I'm like, just have somebody come there and see what's wrong with the heat. Let's figure out what's wrong with it. Let's just like rig it or fix it so that we can have heat right now. And then we'll figure it out next winter. So that never got fixed. I had a friend, her husband would FaceTime my husband and say, okay, try doing this, this, and this. And then a couple days later, you know, my friend would say, did he try this? I'm like, nope, not yet. Like laziness. And I used to tell my husband, like, look out on YouTube. Everything worked before the house fire. I know a few people had asked me, well, the house fire in 2018 was an electrical fire. I've said this before, the house was built in 1900 or 1901, and they had the original wiring. And so what happened was, in one of the bedrooms, it started heating up the walls, the wire, and the bed was pushed right by the outlet. So the sheets caught on fire, the bed caught on fire, and it went from there, but it's an electrical fire. So anyway, it worked before, so I'm like, it has to be something very minimal. Like, maybe they didn't put the switch on for the heater. Because when they had when the fire was in September, it was still really hot, but the city turned off the electric, the water, everything, so, you know, there wasn't another fire. And I'm like, so maybe something happened, I don't know, because it took over a year to get fixed. So when we had the fire in 2018 in September, was right around California had all the wildfires. And so a lot of people, even from Jersey, went to California to help them. So like it took a minute to get the house, and then with all the permits and getting the okay from the city and all that stuff, because they had to put the house up to code now, you know? And anyway, so it just took over a year. So the fire was in September 2018, and my mom moved in the last day of October, like October 30th, 31st of 2019. So a little over a year. So that's what I'm thinking, like it has to be something. So I called and had people come in to clean all the ducts. That was like $300. I thought maybe from the fire, the ducts or whatever, you know, from them redo, because they took a lot of the walls down to the wood. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe that. Remember I was saying the heat is working, like the furnace is working, because the heat is going to the second floor. It's just not going to the first floor. So something, it had to be something very small. So like, why pay $20,000 when we just need to fix what is broke, really, you know? Because that other stuff is more luxury. It's not like a necessity. That makes sense. Okay. So when I start, and I didn't want to overstep him because, you know, he always used to say I emasculate him or whatever the case may be, whatever. And I used to say, well, oh, it's starting to get dark now. And I used to say, well, I mean, you can't be head of household when you're not paying no bills or nothing. Anyway, let me turn you around and show you. So it's getting dark out. But anyway, that's what I look like. I'm just going to go straight. We just a straight run to the parking lot. And so I just started looking up stuff on YouTube and cleaning this out, pressing the buttons, I don't know, with reset button, doing this, doing that. And like I told you, all of a sudden, I turn the heat on and I hear pow, like firecrackers 3 times. I thought, like my heart went down to my stomach. I literally thought I broke the heater. I thought, oh my God, now that even the second floor isn't going to get heat. I mean, oh, it's terrible. But then all of a sudden, I hear the blowing coming on, like, you know? And where the 2 living rooms where it did work at heat, it was blowing really hard. And the dining room used to blow cold air. So that's blowing out warm air. And the kitchen really wasn't blowing out hot air, but it was getting warm. And it was blowing a little bit of air. But then it was warm air that was coming out. And it's been working ever since. And I thought, all this time, 3 years of really basically no heat. That's all that had to be done. Crazy. But I'm just so happy that it's done, because let's just keep it real. If I was to call a company to come fix it, and it would have been so easy, they would have charged you thousands of dollars. 1, because everybody's struggling. 2, I'm a woman. They think I'm dumb. They're going to raise the price. You know, and all that. Like, I saved myself so much money. I'm telling you, I know a lot of comments say, and I believe it too, who needs a man when you got YouTube? You know? But anyway, so that's working. I'm so happy, like I can't tell you, that like I am up to like 10, 11. See, in the wintertime, about 8 o'clock, I used to go up in my room on the 3rd floor. Because, you know, I would have the fireplace. You know, it'd be warm. I could control it. Because around 8 o'clock, I can't take the cold anymore, you know? And now it's like, I'm going up 1 o'clock in the morning. Because, like, I'm, like, cooking. The other night, I mean, homemade dog treats. Like, I'm doing all this stuff, cleaning. I'm telling Tyler, like, I'm going to finish painting, do the bathroom. Oh, and then the bathroom, upstairs bathroom, never worked at all. But now it's, like, nice and warm. I'm like, I'm getting all this stuff done that I wouldn't do in the wintertime. Like, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, like, turning the heat down because it's too warm. You know, it's like crazy. I will never take for granted having heat again. And I know I keep repeating myself, and I know you guys are probably getting tired of me talking about the same thing. But I just feel so blessed to have heat. And if you were home, it's like kind of like if you're homeless and now you're into a house, like you never take for granted, you know, like just using a toilet. Little things in life we all take granted, you know, like going to the bathroom and using the toilet whenever we want. Going to the refrigerator to get something to eat. Making a cup of coffee. Turning the heat on. Taking a shower whenever you want. We take these things for granted. And there's people that just can't do it. You know, they don't have the luxury of doing that. And so, like, when you do get a place, it's like, oh, you realize. It's just like now, I enjoy nature. And I thank God every day. I'm telling you, before I turn this camera on, I thank God again that I am able to, the nature that he gives us, that I'm able to walk it, that before I used to just stay in my room and cry and be more miserable. You know, it's like, I don't take this for granted. You know, I had a heart attack last year that I could have been dead, you know, but it's like, I've been diabetic for almost 29 years. Next year will be 30 years. I can see, I can walk, I have my legs. Like, I'm not on dialysis right now. Like, I am so blessed that I can actually come out here and walk. You know what I mean? It's like little things we take for granted. Just getting up and walking, and we don't do it. We don't do it. So, anywho, that rant, I don't know if that was a venting or rant or whatever, but, you know, just sometimes just realize how lucky you are. And when we think we have it bad, there's always people that have it worse. For instance, if you're going through things, look at me. I'm doing YouTube, and you guys never knew that I didn't have heat. That when I would sit on the toilet, to do number 2, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100, okay? I would have a blanket over me while I'm using the toilet, because there was a window right there, so you had a little draft, and there was no heat that came out. So you're like, it felt like the window was open when it's 10 degrees out. And just think you can use the toilet and be comfortable. I mean, there are people that have it, and there's people that have had it worse than me, that don't even have a house, you know, living outside in tents. And so that's what I mean when I say there's always people that have it worse than you. Remember that. Especially you live in America. We have it so good than other countries right now. Look what's going on with people in the war. You know what I mean? Like, we just have it so good. And we just need to be thankful. And I know sometimes it's hard, especially when you suffer from mental illness. I get that. You know what? I'm walking out this way. Then I'll walk over here and show you the nature preserves. Now, I know some people say you shouldn't dox yourself because, you know, people come looking for you. But look, if somebody wants to come all the way to South Jersey to find little old me, you know, let me show you where I'm at. All right, let me turn you around. Okay, so this is where I'm at. So the winter hours are from 6:30 to 7. You see right here it says gates lock at 7. If your vehicle is locked in, return for it at 6:30 or contact Millville police. Oh gosh. But anyway, this is what it's called if you want to look it up. Here it tells you, welcome to Maurice River Bluffs Preserves. And then this tells you right here, if you want to look it up, everything that it was for and what it did. Here was what the abandoned, I keep saying abandoned, but the mansion that caught on fire. That's what it looked like. So just this is standing, all this is gone. And then what does it say about the mansion? From 1934, it was built in the 1700s though. Oh yeah. From 1934 to 1989, the preserve was farmed for beans, potatoes, melons, and other produce. The house constructed in the late 1700s and inhabited until the 1980s. Had a phone but no electricity. During World War II, soldiers often came from nearby air base to the house for a home-cooked meal. And you have that. It was known for corn-based chicken. Right here is the water. Remember I showed you the water right there. And, but yeah. And Jersey is known for their eagles. But look, oh look. It says this preserve is very friendly, offering trails, something for review. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's so many animals here. Like, oh Lord. And then over here is like a big map. Tells you everything. I want to see if it tells you how many acres. I know it's like 500 and something, but. Oh, look, remember I said, so the sand, remember I was saying, oh, it's sand. Let's see what it says. I didn't read this before. Let's read it. It says, I don't know what you can see. The sand was surface mined on site and nearby from the turn of the century until 1950s, and process changed the land's topography, creating depressions and topsoil mounds. Many of these preserves trails follow in altered areas. Oh, do you know what? I bet you they did the sand for the horses and stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, look. 100 horses were stabled on the property to move the sand by carriage. These were later replaced by early automobiles and eventually a small locomotive. Workers would use wheelbarrows to load the sand down chutes and into the waiting barge. The sand plant closed in 1950. Wow. So that's why I kept saying there's sand. Well, even I could show you here and then head right here. Well, that's pretty cool. See, you learn different things. And that's what I say, like, I love the history of things and the nature. All right, let me get in the car, and I'm going to say my goodbyes, and because this vlog's probably really long. So give me a second. I'll be back. I just had the nicest thing happen. So I didn't realize that a couple, a guy and a girl, were watching me. And so anyway, when I said, all right, I'll be back, she says, are you a vlogger? And I didn't know what to say because I don't consider myself a vlogger, even I have a vlog channel. And I was like, yeah. And she asked me what my name was. And I told her I had a beauty channel. But that was nice. It's 4:33. It's starting to get dark. So I'm just going to get out of here. I had a really nice time walking with you guys. And I know, listen, something about me, I know, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. That one says it's not an exit. I know that I repeat myself and I tell the same old stories. I know that. But that's me in real life. I can't help myself. My mother and grandmother used to do that, and I used to get so mad. I'm like, I know, Mom, you said the story 100 times, and now I do it. It's so funny. It's getting dark, so I know you won't see me too much. Let me see if I turn the light on. No, that don't help. Oh, let me see if I can turn you around. Can you guys see, like, this is what it looks like getting out of here? Let's show you. So it's just like wood, you know. Not wood. Wood. I don't know what I did, if I turned you off or not. Oh no, I still gotta stop at Wawa. That's right, so you guys can go to Wawa with me and get that double Dutch chocolate milk. For my oldest son, because he should be home. He gets off work at 4:30. He'll be home at like 5. All right, let me get off of here, and once I get to Wawa, hopefully they have some double Dutch. I don't know, because I tell you all the time, they always have a whole lot of chocolate, but the double Dutch sells out. I don't know why. It's very sweet. Like, I can't drink it. So, I don't know. Wish me luck. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, it's getting late. It's almost 5 o'clock, so it's dark out. Let's see if I don't think this is helping. So I'm just going to say my goodbyes because it's dark. I have tent here so you can't see me too well. So please, oh, really quickly, I found 4 double Dutch chocolate milks. There were 5 and, what? Right here. There were 5, so I left 1 for somebody, but because I could have got all 5, and then because I'm an even number person, then I could have got like another, like strawberry cookies and cream or whatever. But anyhow, I just got 4. I thought, you know, I'll save it for somebody else that's looking for their double Dutch. Some of you guys asked me how come I don't just get the chocolate one, and it's, I don't know, he just doesn't care for the chocolate one, that's why. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Please like this video. It really does help me out. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I feel so terrible that I couldn't go live, that it didn't work. I mean, you guys, this, like I said, this will go up tomorrow. What's today, Wednesday? So this will go up Thursday, so you'll already know that I tried the live. But I'm going to, which will already be up, I'm going to try to either go live today or tomorrow, so you'll know before this video goes up. I know it's so confusing. Anyway, I'm just going to get off of here. I ain't making no sense. But I wish we could have went live and we could have did a walk and talk together. But I'll try it in different areas like the park and stuff like that. I think that will be fun. But thank you anyway for just walking with me and letting me talk. And I really do appreciate you guys so, so much. I really, really do. And remember, just be blessed for what we do have instead of what we don't have, you know? Alright guys, please like this video. It really does help me out. Make sure you leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji. It really does help me out. It helps out with engagement. It means the absolute world to me. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Alright, let's get the hell home. It's 5 o'clock. Yes, it is. What is the temperature right now? I don't know. But it doesn't matter because I have heat in the house. I have heat in the house. Don't quit my day job. I know.